हाँ बेटा, आशुतोष is what disconnected from my side. Okay, आशुतोष has joined. No. Disconnected. Aryan, आ जाओ. Yes बेटा. Beta, meeting was not ended, but there was some problem at my side. It was disconnected automatically. I don't know what happened. It was disconnected automatically. Maybe some technical issue was there. Because the net connectivity, you're all aware that in Kent area, we are facing a problem with this hotspot now. Sometimes you are having a kind of a connectivity that you will be surprised what a nice speed we are having. But all of a sudden you will come to know that each and everything has been lost. Chalo beta, we have to start functions and we were discussing about this. And today what we are going to start. Jeet was, Acha, you were the host. Beta, Jeet, the condition is that I think today you will be the first one, I think, who are joining this meeting. So, whenever the main host is get out from the room, so who's the next joiner? That becomes the host of that meeting. So I think you are the first one to join the meeting today. So it happens in that way. So that's why within WebEx this problem, actually it might be that they have designed it from their side in this way, that who is the person who is going to join next to the host, he will become the host and if the host gets out of the room. So I am going to start function beta, and today the topic which we are going to start is default arguments. Thing number one. Remember, default arguments we have to work upon, and type of functions we have worked upon. Okay, variable number of arguments and default number of arguments. For that, what we have to, on which way we have to start it. Beta, you can drop the message to other students also, because I think Vineet is still not connected, and 2 or 3 students were also there in the last term. Janvi to has joined, Jeet, Ashutosh, Aryan, who are others? Chalo, if they are in your group, then that can simply drop a message that the class has been started and they can come to the class. So beta, I am just going to start it with the Python, and this we have to work upon, and in this what we are going to do, this is save as and on the last time we were talking about the function, and the function is basically add, which we have worked upon, and we have written the function in this way, and we are having a function add, and as per this definition I have given a equals to some values has been assigned there, b equals to again some value we have given, and we are going to display it in this way, that the sum is how much? The sum is there, and that is equals to a plus b. Okay, so now if we are going to call it, and I will call add, in that case the result is there. But the type of function which is right there on your screen, beta, this is non-argumented function. Okay, but it might be given to you that you have to make a kind of a program. Just take an example of power. Power and power. Yes, beta Janvi. screen is not visible. Okay. Share. Just have a look now. Okay, okay, beta. Till now nothing is new, beta. Till now what we have discussed on the last term, the same we are having here. Whatever we have discussed on the last term, the same we are having here. Okay, this function we have assigned. Just have a look over here, beta. The same function add has been defined here, and in this what we are going to do, this is non-argumented function. Okay, the value of a and b has been assigned, and after the execution you want to print what is the result of a plus b, that will be displayed. Okay, now if we are going to call this function, we will just simply write add here, and the function will be called, and the result, whatever you have assigned here, that will be displayed. But now I want to make a change in this function, as we are having a function power, and whenever we are going to call power, in case of power we have to pass two parameters, because we know that in power function two parameters are required, two parameters are mandatory. For that we have resolved the problem. In what way? Suppose I am writing that I want to call add, and these are the two values which I want to add. So for this purpose I have created add in such a way a comma b, and these are not required. So if I am going to run the module, okay, and if I will call add, remember beta, this is the highlighted portion which I am talking about, this is the definition, and now from here I am going to call add. But remember, as soon as you will put the parenthesis, Python will ask you two parameters, and just have a look over here. You have to pass the values of a and b, and you have passed the values as 1 and 120. See the result? As per the parameters which you are passing, the function will be executed. Till here, this is the same concept which we have discussed in our last classes. Now, what do we want to do? Now we want to give a liberty to the user. What liberty we are going to give? We want that if a user is going to call add in this way, it will work. Because right now this is an error. Because as per the specification, as per the definition of the function, this is mandatory that you will have to pass two parameters, two arguments. The same error we are having here. Two arguments required a and b, and you have not given even a single one. So to call add, if you are writing add in this way, it will work without any problem. But if I will call add in this way, problem. If I will call add in this way, problem. If I will call add with two parameters, no problem. But now I want to make my function robust enough, convenient enough, that either a user is going to call add in this way, it will work. Either a user is going to call in this way, it will work. In this way, so it will work. That means the major change which we are going to design in our function, which we are going to assign to our function, is that now number of arguments which we are going to pass, they can vary. They can vary. In what way they can vary? For this, a concept has been given in Python and all other languages also, which is known as default argument. Default argument. And what this means? In this case, what we are going to do, we will assign a value 0 to A. We will assign a value 0 to B. Now what this assignment indicates, this assignment simply indicates that if you are not going to pass the value of A and B, in that case Python will consider the values for these two objects as 0. Have a look on this. Now I am going to run the module. Okay, no problem. You have called add. See, we are having a result. No problem is there. And because you are not passing any parameter, any argument here, so in that case the default value of A and B will be considered as 0. Remember beta, that's why this is known as default argument. There will be a question of 2 marks. What to understand by the term default argument in terms of function? In that case, you can define it in a very simple way that if in a function we are going to give any default value to the objects, as we are defining here, we are defining a value 0 to A, we are defining a value 0 to B. That means we have given default value. Why this is a default value? Because if no value will be passed, in that case system will consider A and B as 0. We need, okay, just a minute beta, just a minute. Participant. I will put it there. So I will come to know who are there in the lobby. Yes, beta. This is the concept of default argument. Or in simple what you can say, when you are assigning values to the object directly there in the parenthesis, these are known as default argument. If a user is not passing any value for the objects, in that case A and B will be treated as 0. That's why A plus B is 0. Now, what happens if you pass 100 to the function? In that case, how this will work? If you are passing 100, remember, first value to the first argument, second value to the second argument, but we have not given the second value. Since we have not given the second value and we are having a default parameter there, in that case what will happen? It will assign 0 to B. Okay beta, that means 100 has been assigned to A and B has been initialized with the value 0. So the result what we are going to have, 100 plus 0 equals to 0 or something else. 100 plus 0 is 100. So the result which we are going to have, if you are just going to call this, in that case you will get a result 100. As the concept is clear to you or not? If you are having any doubt, in that case you can simply drop a message there in the chat box. Right now we are discussing default arguments, and default arguments are those arguments in which you are going to assign a value in the parenthesis to the objects. Janvi beta, this is default argument. Just have a look over here. The function which we have defined prior to this was in this way. In this case, the function will require the value of A and B from you. You will have to pass the value. If you will not pass, in that case, it will generate an error. Ashutosh, how Python come to know 100 is A? Why not Python assign? Very good, beta. Very good. Who has asked this question? Ashutosh. Really very good question, beta. Very good question. I am coming on that. Janvi, beta, have a look over here. A and B, no value has been given. In that case, if I am going to run the module, it will generate an error. Suppose I am going to call add in this way. This will be an error. Why? Because very much similar to the power function. Power function requires 2 parameters from you. And if you are not going to pass it, in that case, it will generate an error. See, at least 2 arguments are required and you have given 0. So that means functions are defined in such a way that what is the requirement of a function, you will have to pass that to them. If you are not going to pass as per the specification, in that case, they will generate an error. They will show an error. Okay, so now what we have to do, because 2 parameters are required, so you can call add in this way. No problem at all, it will work. But if I will assign default values means as soon as I am going to define a function, I will assign the value 0 to A and 0 to B. And now if I am going to run the module and I want to call add without parameter and just see the change. See the change, beta. In add, here a equals to 0. This indicates that the initial value of a which has been assigned by u is 0. The value for b which has been assigned by u is 0. So if you are not passing any argument here, if you are just leaving the parenthesis empty, in that case a and b will be considered as 0, 0. That's why the result is 0 plus 0 equals to 0. Just better drop a confirmation of yours in the chat box. No problem with the questions and doubt. Whatever you are having, just drop your questions and doubts there in the chat box. No problem at all, beta. But the concept must be clear to you, because this is really very important. I am waiting for your responses in the chat box. If you are having a doubt, in that case you can drop the doubt. After that I will take the question which has been asked by Ashutosh. I will be coming on that. The same of it? Okay. Janvi, okay sir, little clear. Okay beta, Janvi, no problem at all. But just have a look over it. Just go through it, because the concept which we are just going to relate now, in that case you will more clear with this concept. Aryan again says okay, no problem. What about others? Jeet, Ashutosh, Vineet. Vineet beta, is I am clear to you, audible to you beta? Ashutosh, no problem, okay. I'm waiting for the response from Vineet. I think I'm not audible to Vineet. I will drop a message. Vineet, any doubt? I think I'm not audible to him. That's why he's not responding. He's not responding. Okay, beta. Chalo, let it come to the point. Janvi is having a little problem in this, otherwise you are saying that no problem is there. So beta, when we are going to assign the parameters here, we have to keep in mind that if we want to call the function without parameters, in that case, the values must be assigned. In that case, it will work. Otherwise, it will not work. So if you have given a as 0 and b as 0, in that case a plus b, the result of a plus b will become 0. Because we have not given any parameter, so Python have to consider it from its own. Actually it will not consider from its own, it will work on the values which has been given by you. Now the second thing is that, what will happen if I will pass only a single parameter? See the result. 10 has been passed to this. Now it will be overwrite the value of a. Now there was a question from Ashutosh that why this 10 will be given to a, not to b. Beta, remember, whenever we are passing parameters to the function, the assignment of parameters is from left to right. Remember, if we are passing any parameter, in that case the parameter will be assigned from left to right. And second thing, whenever you are talking about default arguments are assigned from right to left. I will clear this with the help of an example. Sir, A or B doesn't matter. Janvi, the question is not clear to me, beta. Unmute your mic, beta. Janvi. Yes.
to the default sum. But then when we say that at 10, the value will be given to A or B,
Yes.
but the
No,
sum
beta.
will be 10
Confirm,
only.
no? Confirm to A. If you are passing 10, beta, Janvi, if you are calling this in this way, if you are passing 10 as a parameter, this is confirmed that the whatever value you are going to pass from here, value from left side will be assigned to the object left side and it will move further. For example, if I am writing 10 comma 5, if I am writing this as 10 comma 5, the assignment of the parameter will be from left to right. So that means 10 will be assigned to A and 5 will be assigned to B. See the result? The result we are having.
Yes, yes sir, but first of all, in that question the parameter was only 1, 10 was only given.
Okay.
So the assignment of 10 will be given to A or
A.
B.
No, madam, no. It will be confirmed. It is confirmed that this will be given to the leftmost argument, leftmost object which we are having. See, I am going to repeat it once more. This is really very important topic because if we are going to call add and we are going to pass two parameters, the assignment of these parameters is from left to right. That means if I am passing 10 and 5, in that case 10 will be given to A and 5 will be given to B. The assignment of the parameters is in this way, from left to right. Remember, left to right. Still it out, beta?
No sir.
Okay. Now the thing is that now come to the main point. It might be possible that you are Ashutosh, there is no way to. Ashutosh, beta, unmute your mic. Ashutosh, yes. Ask Python which value. No, beta. This is fixed. Beta. Whatever language we are talking about, in each and every language, this is the pattern which we have to follow. If you are going to assign the values, if you are going to pass parameters in the calling, they will be assigned from left to right. Okay? There is one way which Python has given, and that is only there in the Python. Okay, just have a look. If I want to assign A only and I want to leave B, I am assigning 0 to A and I am leaving B. Okay, I want to run this module and especially see the error which occurs. See the problem which we are having. See, no default argument follows default argument. Non-default argument. See, here we are having non-default argument B and this is followed by an argument which is default argument. That means this is not possible that you have assigned an initial value, a default value to a variable and you are going to leave the next one. You cannot. This is a rule. And how this works, that whenever we are going to talk about default arguments or default parameters, you have to follow a sequence. What is that? Default parameters are assigned from right to left. Right to left. Remember beta, whenever you are calling, assignment of parameter is from left to right. Just a minute beta, there is a query. Sir, are you speaking? Oh my god, I am not able to hear anything. I am standing on, beta, why are you standing on the roof? It's too hot outside, I think 30-35 is there. Villa. Janvi, he is there in Villa. Why are you surprised on this? Beta, this is the problem. Beneath कैसे करें बेटा इसको बोलते हैं कि beneath please rejoin the session. In that case, rejoin the session. हाँ बेटा. So now the question is, not the question, the concept is, whenever you are passing, you are assigning the arguments, they will be assigned from left to right, and whenever we are talking about default parameters, we have to assign the values, we have to start the values from right to left. अभी लिमिट ब्रेकर कौन है भाई? Yes, Mr. Limit Breaker.
Right 10, 7.
एक मिनट जानी बेटा, just a minute बेटा. Limit Breaker, introduce yourself, who you are. Limit Breaker. Please introduce yourself बेटा. Who is using the idea of limit breaker? Harsh Tomal. Okay. Okay, beta. Beta, better you will use your IDs with your name, na? Otherwise, you are using such type of IDs. So I got surprised that either this is a student of mine or some Spider-Man or Hulk has come here. So I got afraid with such type of ID. Chalo, Harsh is there, no problem at all. So, Jani, beta, you are asking something? Janvi?
Sir, if we will write 10, -7.
Where beta? In calling. देखो, Janvi, the thing is that you will have to specify it in the calling or in the definition. As
So
from
sir, if we will write 10, -7 and the same function as a plus b.
okay, I am writing 10 minus 7 in this way.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir, yes.
Okay. Now what will happen? You have given two parameters. The value of first parameter is 10 and second value is 7. So 10 has been assigned to A and -7 has been assigned to B. So the result is 10 plus -7. And as we all know, plus into minus, that comes to minus. So the result is 3. So this will work in this way.
And sir, -10,
Minus
7, 10.
minus 7 comma 10 minus 7 comma 10 minus 7 we have to put here and then we have to put a comma. Okay, so the result is same by -3 beta. The bigger value is of positive sign, na? The result is same.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir, yes.
So now the thing is that beta, what you have to remember, the main concept is that if we are going to assign default parameters are to be assigned from right to left, remember. And whenever we are passing the parameters, they will be assigned from left to right. That's why if I am going to assign B as 0, it will work without any problem. It will work without any problem. And now see the change. If I am going to run this module, I can call add in. If I am going to call add in this way, it will generate an error. If I am going to call add in this way, just I have to run the module because it is just taking the previous definition. Run module. Okay, run module. And if I am going to call add in such way, it will generate an error. Why the error has been generated? The system says that you are having one parameter is required for this. Missing one parameter because for B you have given 0. But what should be the value of A? This is a problem there. Because I have not given any default value for A. I have given the value only for B. So in that case, if I am going to call add in this way, it will work. Why? Because you have given one value, that one value has been assigned to A, and for second parameter you have given a default value which has been assigned as 0. So the what system will do? System will calculate it as 1 plus 0. That's why the result is 1. I can call the function in this way and I can call the function in this way. So in this case what will happen? 1 will be assigned to A and 100 will be overwritten. Special consideration is required, beta. 100 will be overwritten on the initial value of B. That means A will become 1 and now B will become 100. So the result is 101. Take your time, beta. Take your time and just go through the concept. I need your queries. If you are having any question or any query on this, in that case you can ask. You can ask your question and queries. If you are having a doubt, in that case you can drop a message there in the chat box, beta. For any query or any doubt, you can drop your message there in the chat box. Is I audible to all? From Janvi to we are having all clear. What about other? Aryan, Ashutosh, Harsh, Ashutosh understood. Deaf is defined, yes beta. That is a short form of that. Okay, beta. Now, this is the concept basically of this default parameter and how you can call and how you will have to assign the values and what you will have to keep in mind while assigning the values. Now, what will happen? Now, it might be possible that I might be having more than one parameters in the function. Okay, it might be possible that we are having more than one parameter in the function. Harsh, beta, is I audible to you? Okay, chalo, we are coming to the next topic. I think Harsh is not in a condition to hear my voice. Okay, but now what we can do, what we can have here. So now we are going to discuss the next topic, which is known as variable number of arguments. Remember in Python, okay, but before that, one good question, because I think a student has asked that is there any possibility that we can change the value of A to B and B to A. So now just have a look over here. If I am having this value, A is this much and B is this much, and I want to print in place of this sum, what I am going to write, I want to display A comma B. Just have a look over here. I am going to run the module. Okay, the module has been done. A equals to 100 and B equals to 200. Okay, now I want to call add, and in add I am going to pass B comma A. Clear? I need an answer from you. What is the expected output from you? You can drop your answer there in the chat box. I have given A as 100, B as 200. I am going to call add B comma A. How this would be called? What would be the expected output? Janvi, I know that you are going to do some gadwad in this. Just see what we have written in print. Don't go on the name, beta. Limit breaker, how much ID you are going to create? हर्ष बेटा कितने लॉगिन करोगे? But whatever responses you are having, you can drop your responses there in the chat box. Very good. 100, 200. Okay. We will talk later on this answer, but right now you have changed in the correct way. What about others? Very good. Aryan. Very good. Very good. Very good, but Aryan. No, beta. See the answer. As we have discussed earlier, if we are going to call add, the theory which has been given to you, remember that. That's the beta. If I am saying, Janvi, now good. Tell me the reason now. Janvi, tell me the reason. Why the answer is 200, 100.
Yes, sir. Sir, you have given the value 100 to A and 200 to B.
Okay.
And you have called the value B first and A after.
Beta, but in assignment, what we are going to do, we are going to assign B and A in the sequence. What this means, whatever value we are having in B, that will be assigned to A. And whatever we are having in A, that will be assigned to B. Clear or not? This concept must be clear,
I
beta.
am little bit confused.
See beta, see. What theory I have given? That whenever you are calling a function, and if you are passing any parameters, the values of the parameter will be assigned from left to right. This doesn't matter the name which we are having the same, no problem at all. Name doesn't matter, beta. It might be possible that we are having the same name in the definition of the function and same name in the calling of the function. That doesn't matter. Okay, but the thing is that the sequence of the parameter is, first parameter is B and the value of B is 200, and from here 200 will be assigned to A. Not clear, beta? Or is it clear? Just have a look over here. Beta, from here, the value of B, whatever we are having, I have to give the pencil from here. The value of B, whatever we are having, this will be assigned to A. Because the assignment is from left to right. And whatever we are having for A, that will be assigned to B. Is it clear or not? Janvi, I need a message in the chat box, beta. Still confused? So, first parameter assignment is from left to right. B will be assigned to A and the value of A will be assigned to B. And the value of B is how much? The value of B is 200. So that means 200 has been assigned to A. And the output which we are going to have, just have a look over here, beta. Just have a look over here. And this what we are going to do now. If I am going to call this and see the result. Okay, so this will work in this way. You will get the result as 200 and 100. This is working in this way. Clear, beta? Clear to Aryan and clear to Janvi. Okay. So this you will have to remember. And second thing, if you want that where is comma in between? Janvi, which comma you are talking about? Acha, comma here. Beta, here, if you want to have a comma here, na, because we have designed the string in such way that we are just going to print these values. So this is a separator only. This is a separator only. This is not displayed here. If you want to display, in that case you have to convert this into a string. In that case it will display it there. Okay. So if you want to display the comma here, so how you will have to write it? You will have to change it to string format. Okay, and how you have to write? You will have to write double quotes, and I think this we have discussed in our classes. And format, this you will have to use. This is the sequence. And if I am going to execute this, and I am going to call this a equals to this much, b equals to this much, and add a comma b. Now you will get the comma there. You will have to write that in this way. Because here we are forming it as a string, and whatever you are going to put here, that will be displayed. It may be a comma, it may be a dash sign, whatever you are going to format in, it will work. It will work, and simply it will be displayed. Again, a equals to 200, b equals to 200, and whatever you are going to write there. No sir, ज़्यादा tough है ये वाला. Okay. You need a convenient way for this. Beta, for integer, for numeric values, there is one more method which has been given, d. Because this is a numeric decimal value, so d has been given. And what you want to print? Is this better? A comma b. You can write in this way also. And see the result which we are having. A equals to this much, b equals to this much, and add a comma b. Oh my god. कहाँ पर बड़ा कर दिया? Double quotes के बाद हमें यहाँ पर ये करना था that we will have to put this in a bracket. A equals to 1, b equals to 2, add a comma b. अच्छा, comma भी चाहिए, so what for comma what you will have to do? You will have to put a comma here. Okay, a equals to 1, b equals to 2, add a comma b. This is convenient, or again this is tough? D means we want to display a decimal value. We want to display an integer value. For that we are writing D there. We have to form this in a form of a string. That's why we are writing this. Okay. But still any doubt in this? Okay. But what I think for today's class, we will... okay, beta. So, Aryan, beta, is there any problem in this? Or this is clear to you? Okay, this is clear from Aryan. Ashutosh, Harsh, Ashutosh is having a print A. Very good, beta. Very good. You can have in that way also. Very good. Ashutosh has given me the right answer for this. A comma B, and what you will have to do in comma, after comma, double quotes, you can put a comma there, and this comma should be in this way, and this way. You will have to write in this way. It will work. It will work. A equals to 1, B equals to 2, add a comma b. You can write that in this way also. So these are the possibilities. There are a number of ways which you can use. You can use format, you can use percentile D sign, you can use this, and this is totally up to you in what way you want to display this. Okay. So beta, just go through this, and if you are having any problem, any doubt in the session, in that case we can discuss this. And right now I am going to over this session, and on Tuesday we will again have the class. And remember, there is one more request. If you will I think this Aryan beta, if you are recording those sessions which we are having for the summer camp, that will be better. Okay, you can just compress those sessions with the help of the software which you are talking about, and we will upload that that video for the student references. They will just share it from the Google Classroom. Okay, so right now we are going to just over the session, and we will meet on Tuesday now. Okay, and the topic will be function, and thereafter we are going to start database on that data. So this will be convenient for you that you will have a reason of that. So take care, and very good afternoon to all beta. Okay, now you can leave the meeting beta. If you are having any doubt, in that case you can drop your message there in the chat box. Otherwise we are going to leave the meeting. Okay, thank you beta. Thank you very much.